What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Base Damage. Just doing a little bit of a overview of the Bushiroad Rumble online, as well as kind of giving a little bit of a showcase of what we've seen so far with Springfest. But yeah, it is just the Bushiroad Rumble online just happened recently. This was just posted on the 21st. I'm recording this like a day or two after. So the Bushiroad Rumble Online is basically what it sounds like, is where you play against people online, not with like a simulator or anything. Basically, to my knowledge, you have to have like a camera like pointed at a desk or something, and you like shuffle cards and just play people online like that. I've seen Lunchbox do that playing against a 3-6 Cancel before. I had to think of his name. I'm sorry. But yeah, so the all of those tournaments are done, and these are the results of those. So, fair warning, there's a lot of Alice in here. But once again, if you want to see, if you want to look at these yourself and look at each of the deck lists and everything, Weiss Tea Time is the one that posted this. I'll put a link for this specific one in the description. Please go check it out. They are really awesome. Thank you. And this isn't even just like me saying for everyone else, check them out. I want to give a personal thank as well to Weiss Tea Time. They just put up a lot of awesome information. Thank you all very much for doing what you do. It is incredibly helpful. So, and even made a comment of, that's a lot of Alice in it. So this first one is for Asia and Oceania. So, like Australia and stuff like that. So, at first glance, this is the top 8. That's a lot of SAO. And it bounces. Here's the interesting thing. It bounces between all of the different deck builds. And by that I mean, like, obviously all of them have the level 2 Alice combo, but then there's a Kirito finisher, a Silica finisher, and an Argo finisher. And you see every single one of those in here. You see 3 of the Kirito, 2 of the Silica, and 1 of the Argo. So first place, obviously, Alice and Kirito. Second place was an Escanor build, which I actually want to see this real quick, just to see how the deck was affected by the... It's taking a second to load up. I apologize. To see what changes got made to the deck after the Gil Thunder hit. The level 3, you can only run the level 3 Gil Thunder or the level 0 Tavern Master here, which you have to be able to discard this for the Escanor. Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit. There we go. Okay, the deck is definitely different. It has this Brainstormer Elaine that I think... I don't remember what Climax that is, but it's not in here. So it's still the combos as it was before, basically. It still uses the level 0 Elizabeth combo with the 2 Soul Trigger. And, this one is not running the level 2 Meliodas. There's a level 2 Meliodas that combos with the Trial, so it's not running that. And you're just having to run other tech. Basically, the main thing I realized is you could just use this, because the Gil Thunder, one, it bounced a card back to your opponent. It bounced one of your opponent's characters back to their hand and lets you look at the top 3 cards of your deck. So you could figure out how to do your attack order. This still lets you look at the top 2, so you can still do some crazy soul manipulation shenanigans. Yeah, so I just wanted to take a quick look at that to see how different the deck build was. And obviously the other one was, this is Psychono, which, the new set just dropped. You are either my opponent or I topped Bushiroad Rumble online. So it looks like it's focusing on the Megami level 3. Battle opponent becomes reversed, pay 1, deal 2 damage. And what's the other combo? Is green as the level 1 Megami. It gets a bounce back effect and twin drive. Okay. Interesting. Sorry, just reading that real quick. I don't know if that's from the first set or no, it's not for I'm thinking like yeah. I don't know if it's from the first set or the second one, so I can check the codes real quick. E05 56. Okay, no, I think they're both from the second set. I could be wrong. So this is, once again, this just dropped like not too long ago for the new set. So the new card's already being run in that. Also, I also don't know if the rules for it are different. Obviously, like typically, if a set drops, you can't use it in regionals until 2 weeks after it's been out. So maybe it's already been 2 weeks. I just don't know. Then we have, hold on, this is for the Asia Oceania. So 6 SAO decks, 1 Saikano, and 1 Escanor. It wasn't as bad for the next one, which for this one is the Europe. You still had 3 SAO decks topping, but you had a much wider variety. So like a very nice variety. So we still have Alice. So SAO still won this one as well. Then we have Danmachi, a door pants build. We still have quintuplets. Obviously, quintuplet's going to be topping. Let's take a look at this and see how the deck build is going to be different. If they ran the Nino or the Ichika. Sorry that stuff's taking so long to load up. This guy's got a lot of the different alternate rarities as well, so that's kind of cool. Like, this is the regular level 3 Nino. It's just the SP version. That's cool. So I'm not seeing the level 0 Nino or the level 0 Ichika. Oh, no, it's this one? No, it's Frank Words. Sorry, I'm also realizing no, it is this one. He's using all the SR and alternate art, so I was looking for the other one. So he's running the Ichika cards, but not the Brainstormer. So that's cool. So he obviously opted to go with the level 0. So that's understandable, and this dude has like max rarity everything. Shout outs, my dude. So then we have another Alice Silica, the 8 standby. We have a Kaguya-sama with the Pants Door combo. We have Alice and Kirito again, Tokyo Revengers, and a 7 Deadly Sins Elizabeth Hendrickson. So is it using like the level 0 Elizabeth combo? Like, oh, you've already loaded up some SAO. Okay, so it is using the level 0, but it's using the level 3 Hendrickson combo, which is on attack, pay 1, pitch 2. Look at the top card of your opponent's deck, put it on top of their deck or into their waiting room, then deal 4 damage to them. Okay. Which is on a pants trigger. Very interesting. The deck name, I hope this works. It got you to 8th place, my dude. Okay. So we had 3 SAO, and then a whole bunch of one-ofs. 1 Danmachi, 1 only 1 quintuplets. 1 of the Kaguya-sama, Tokyo Revengers, and 7 Deadly Sins. And lastly is the North America and Latin America. Once again, we have Alice with Alice Silica. Has it been Alice Silica for all 3? No. It was Alice Kirito for the Asia Oceania, and then the other 2 were Alice Silica, were both the ones that won it. But then, this one we have Hololive, the Kanata Marin. We have 2 quintuplets, 8 standby builds. So I actually want to check those as well. I want to see what changes people are making after the restricted list is kicked in. Come on, I've already loaded up quintuplets before. And he's using normal, like, arts. Yay, I actually know what the cards are. Okay, so daily routine, obviously. So, obviously opting, even though still running the Ichika cards, just pointing that out. Still running the Ichika cards, but instead of, like, trying to do any other variations, because there's like a level 0 Itsuki you could still use in place of this, but this is better. They're saying fuck it, just drop the Ichika Brainstormer altogether. And then let's see if they followed the same suit. Might be the same instance. It's basically the same thing. Okay. Yeah, so everyone's just like, okay, just fuck it, drop the Ichika, no one cares. Okay. Just very curious on that. And KMD is Kobayashi's Maid Dragon, an 8 bar. We also have an 8 standby Mushoku Tensei and another Elizabeth Hendrickson. Is it the same person? I don't think so. I know there was something about like people in the other, because it's all online, you could participate in any of the tournaments. Stop healing, start winning. I like the name for this, if nothing else. Okay, so it focuses on giant boob lolly. Okay. I will look at this another day and mess around with Kobayashi later. But then another Alice Silica. So only 2 SAO decks in the North and Latin America one. The Mushoku Tensei, we know what the 8 standby is, and if it's the same whole Elizabeth Hendrickson setup, that's cool. So a lot more varied for the top 8s for North Latin America and Europe. Even though you still obviously see the Alice decks are going to be popping up. I almost think it's where they maybe they were just more prepared. I don't know. It's whatever. I do remember hearing about there was a one of the regions had trouble getting like for the Springfest, which we still take a look at. One of these up here, I think it was Taiwan, maybe. I forget which one it was. But there was one of them that's where people just couldn't get access to some of the newer cards. It was like there was an issue with like distribution or something. And people were having to rely on like way older cards. Like way older sets and everything for some reason. I don't follow any of that drama. I don't know anything else about it personally, but either way, a lot of older stuff, a lot of interesting stuff in terms of top. We're still waiting on like some of the decks to be added for the later ones. I mostly just wanted to highlight the Bushiroad Rumble online. It was only 15. So Madrid was 15 teams. They only did a top 4 cut instead of top 8. But you do see stuff like SAO, Bang Dream is back in. That's pretty cool. Let's see, Rosemont, Illinois. I was actually really close. I wasn't able to go, but I was like around Illinois and whatnot recently truck driving, so I thought that was cool that happened about the time I was going through. We do have an 8-bar Mito deck, which is the progressive cards from the anniversary set. Let's see. Once again, like most of the stuff you're seeing now, by the time this is kicked in, like every single team has an Alice deck. A lot of it's Alice Silica. Oh, it's all of them. I'm just double checking and making certain I'm reading correctly. All of the SAO ones in this one are all Alice Silica. This just seems to be the preferred build. I mean, it's whatever. And then this one was hilarious. I thought there was like a 3rd place in Taiwan. It was a 1v1, so this wasn't like a team thing. It says FGO trial deck. Like, okay, awesome. Congrats to whoever the hell did that. Also 7 Deadly Sins Choice Bar. This was only 29 players as well. The Choice Bar, the bar one is the King Climax, so maybe it's like Elizabeth and King. I don't know. And 4th place was Alice Argo, so you clearly see where Alice didn't top Taiwan. So. But yeah, I'm very much liking a lot of the results from the latter of the Bushiroad Rumble Online, because you do have a wider variety of stuff. I mean, you're seeing like Kobayashi Maydragon topping. That's really cool. You're still seeing obviously quintuplets and Hololive, and even a variation of 7 Deadly Sins. They're like, fuck it, we're just not even going to use Escanor. We're just going to go with a completely different top end. Like, okay. But yeah, I realize it's like a ton of Alice for the Asia Oceania. So yeah, that one was, they're like, let's all just decide we're gonna play mirror matches all day. But yeah, so just fairly interesting little kind of a tournament report, I guess. It's just, if you're interested, if you're not, I'm sorry. But that'll do. I just wanted to do a quick little thing looking it over myself, because I really hadn't taken a look at it just yet. I was like, oh, the results have been posted. Let's check it out. So thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe if you want. If not, hey, just thanks for stopping by to check it out with me, and we will see you on the flip side. Peace.